Yo, press record. What's up? You're listening to Zero to X. My name is Daniel, and today with me, as always.
Hey guys, it's Amara. I'm a bit excited.
Why are you excited?
Change of location.
Yo. I was absolutely not leaving my apartment today, and Amara and I figured one day we'd have to shoot the podcast in this apartment. And we did a test earlier on.
Yeah.
We don't even know if the test worked, but we think it did. So
No,
whatever things
bro.
you see, please just be here.
I honestly think it worked because I like how we sound right now.
I agree.
I can't tell. Usually I'm able to tell that there's
we can
reverb
tell
in my ears. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We promise you we're doing our very best to level up our production. Guys, you don't understand what has been going on behind the scenes.
Oh God.
We are literally zero to X.
Zero to X is not easy, guys, but
we are literally zero to X right in your phone, especially with all the things that we have to do, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, we promise we are going to make this worth your while. Thank you guys for following along and being with us from day zero till when we get to day X.
Yeah.
I think I'm not going to do this for at least 5 years. That's what we said.
Yes.
Let's just see how it goes.
Let's just see how it goes.
Let's just see how it goes.
5 years of pouring in efforts.
Yeah, man. I'm just consistently
What
doing
the average person won't do.
What the average person won't do.
So let's see how much we outperform the average.
Absolutely. I'm excited about that. Alex Hormozy said something about his podcast. I think you know the stats better because I think you're a bigger Hormozy fan than I am.
Yes, I am. My chest broke.
He was saying something about how long it took for his podcast to take off. He did it for a number of years. Exactly. Before
nobody was listening.
Bro,
can't even imagine
he was showing up, man. Bro, thank you guys. We're close to 1,000 plays. And I'm right now thinking about this, that more 1,000 plays in 6 months. We now realize that you guys are actually listening for 30 minutes.
It's not real.
It's not real. It is not. You are listening to 30-minute conversations and sitting down there and sending us feedback. And you guys have done it 1,000 times across almost 30 episodes. Thank you guys so much.
We're almost 40 episodes now.
We're in recording.
Oh,
we still have by the time we do it, unreleased, we have 6 or 7 unreleased now. I do artists, man. We have 6 or 7 unreleased now, man. But we might probably record 3 today. And that will literally make us 39, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro, you know the numbers. I don't, but I know we're close to 40.
Yeah, I know we're really, really close to 40 episodes. And hopefully, guys, hopefully, we hope that by the time we are doing episode 50, you guys are going to get to see our faces. It will be so dope. It will be so dope. So, guys, we're working hard. We promise you, we are working hard to make that work. Thank you guys so much for coming on this journey along with us. We hope you are inspired to do the ordinary things every day to achieve extraordinary results in your daily lives, which is literally what we're doing. All we're doing is showing up and pressing record. That's why literally the intro of this thing is press record. Not to think of.
Yeah.
Not to think of. Not to deep out. So guys, we started a conversation last episode.
Yes, we did.
And it was pretty interesting, right? It was
Daniel was dropping gems left, right, and center.
Stop it. So we didn't quite finish that conversation. I think this is the first time we are actually doing a part 2 when we said we'd do a part 2 or something.
No, we've done a part 1. Episode 1 had a part 2.
Oh, episode 1 had a part 2. Oh, we are men of our words. Character and integrity. We do what we say. We say what we do. But yeah, I think there have been episodes where we feel like the conversation was a little unfinished, or there were things I would have liked to have said or said better. But I think we're kind of making it more compact and relatable in between what we did last episode and what we're going to do in this episode. Yeah, so it's literally a continuation of that conversation.
Yeah.
So Amara, please.
Yes. Let me feed you some questions.
No. So for context, let's remind people what exactly it is we're talking about.
Oh yes. So we had somebody reach out to us with some questions,
which you can do, by the way, if you have any thoughts on things you would like to see what Daniel and Amara have to say about it. Yeah. Right.
This is the wow. We already did 2 episodes answering questions. Yeah. 3 now, actually. This is the fourth one. Because this is part 2.
This is part 2 of,
So guys, please, we love your questions. it gives us the opportunity to explore conversations that we didn't even think of
exactly,
ourselves.
and seeing what you guys are really going through and how best we can offer thoughts and suggestions.
Yeah. So somebody reached out with some questions, and it started off in part 1, and these are basically questions that relate to dealing with people, and dealing with navigating relationships, basically.
Essentially.
Yeah. And different scenarios for the relationships. But the goal is to help this person by sharing our ideas as to how we would have navigated or how we would navigate this kind of situations.
Guys, I promise you, like, now that Amara is talking about it, I'm remembering all of the conversations we had in the first. Go listen to that.
Guys, I said Daniel was
I actually remember some of that. I was like, nah, I think one or two people might benefit from one or two things that were said in that episode. All right, so guys, let's get into it. What are the questions?
Okay, so question 3 as a continuation from part 1. So guys, go listen to part 1.
Listen to part 1.
Question 3. Do you have any tips for people living with really difficult parents? How do they maintain their sanity as they try to build, especially if they don't believe in your dreams? How do you navigate that? Well, that's a very interesting one.
That's a really
especially
interesting
if they don't
question.
believe in your dreams. That's tough. Man.
That is tough.
I know someone though.
You want to talk about it? Want to take a stab?
It's tough. Bro, it's tough, man.
I can imagine.
I think how to say it again, kind of like developing thick skin, building an iron heart,
building calluses.
Because it's first thing I would probably recommend to you is go and read the book, The Courage to be Disliked. I have not read it myself, but the title just came.
The title was the
title should probably do justice to you in some way.
Yeah.
Or the other one, what's the one with the F word?
The subtle
art of
Mark Manson.
Yes, I've not read that one either.
Yeah.
Do you get? But I know that these are books that address the ability to build thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a very important place to start because at the end of the day, you want to be able to. It's Daniel knows this, guys. It's a mantra I like to live my life by, and which is that results should do the speaking.
100%.
Your results should be 100%. Talking. Like as much as possible, reduce your own talk.
Reduce your volume. Lower your voice.
Let your results
speak for you. Yeah.
So for a while, you won't have anything to show.
100%.
It will be tough. It will take. Bro, sometimes it might require locking yourself up you're living with your parents in this question. So locking yourself up, you're maintaining relationships with them because they are your parents. Do you get? So the what's the word? The minimum, the bare minimum to sustain the relationship. Or if the relationship allows you to do above bare minimum and like actually foster the relationship in a good way. So they might like you. You guys might be on good terms. Yeah. You don't just believe in your vision.
Yeah.
Do you get?
They want you to they probably want you to do something more traditional or orthodox.
Exactly.
And you want to go and do product designer.
Social media marketer.
What is that?
Social media manager.
What is that? What's that?
What are you doing? You're pressing for all day. All day you are making money for pressing for. Do you get? So the results need to speak at some point. So, for example, I remember having to tell certain people in my life that, come, Gary, give me time.
Yeah.
Give me time, but like the scriptures say, prove me now and see.
Yeah.
Did you get? When God tells us with regards to the tithe, prove me and see if I won't fall out. Did you get? So, same thing. Give me time and allow me to prove it.
Yeah.
Did you get? It's my time.
Yeah.
So if I waste it, I bear the most regret.
100%.
You get?
100%.
But if I'm willing to say that I'm staking my life,
you're burning your bridges.
Yes, on this. Give me time. You may 100%. not like
the process.
Process. Yes.
There are things you'll not be able
to do. As my parent, you may not like all of that. But what I'm asking for now, and you have to give them actual time that they can work with. So if you say give me a year, they need to be able to say, okay, what have you accomplished after a year? So if you say, give me 2 years, 2 years actually is a lot.
It's a lot to ask.
But you can ask for a year.
Yeah.
And that means you actually need to set goals that will have visible results. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not audio results.
It's not audio. It's not potential.
Bro.
It has to be things that people can see and say, okay, we see where this thing...
Bro, do you get? So it may not be where you want it to be, but we see what it can become now.
Yeah, 100%.
After 1 year of effort.
100%.
Do you get me? So I think that's one of the first things I'll say. You need to develop thick skin, because as much as they might even agree with this proposal of giving me time and all of that, it might still not reflect in the day-to-day.
Yeah.
The day-to-day might still look nasty or somewhat unpleasant. Nasty is not the word. You get?
Yeah.
And in that situation, you still need to realize that, oh boy, I said this. All that is required from me now is actually to deliver my part. Do you get me? I owe it to myself to deliver my part.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like you can't afford to slack, man.
Yeah.
I think the worst set of people you want to tarnish your reputation with are your parents.
Yeah.
The people closest to you, because that's the finish you will hit hard.
Yeah.
That's the finish will slap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like I was telling the guys on the way here, because when we were driving, we were talking about fitness and how your parents are almost like, they were saying that your parents are probably the worst accountability partners you want to have on your fitness journey, because if you mess up, you will not hear the last of it. You start working out in the house, or maybe you are going out every day, you bought gym, you bought all of that, you not stopped. Hey! Your mother has not let you hear. This is not you that started to go to the gym two months ago. Where is it now? Is it this cloth, Amara? Come on, remove this cloth from here. So, but on the flip side, if you are able to get to the point where you build a reputation with them, that proves your competence. Yeah. They will sing your praises to their 100%. To their siblings and their friends and all of that.
Yeah, talking about this fitness thing, there was this 1-2 year period in my life where they knew my family knows I work out a lot. Then they also knew that I took what I put in my body very seriously. So my mom, anytime would go out to occasions or whatever, she would be the one telling the waiters he doesn't take drinks. She was the one literally. She was the one literally telling the waiters like he doesn't take drinks. He doesn't take drinks. Like just give him water.
That's exactly
I wouldn't have to talk, right? Then I could afford to really. But now, like my lifestyle is like there isn't as much. I haven't gotten to the part where there's as much time to consciously think about what I'm putting in my body. It's just like as much as I can go, and then I just trust that the calories will balance out in some way, form, or shape, right? But then there was like 1 year to bro, I literally only drank water. And it didn't feel like a chore. It didn't feel like sacrifice. It didn't feel like I was missing out on anything, right? Why? I knew the why I was doing it. I knew the why I was doing it. I wasn't proving it to be self-discipline or to deny myself. I was giving myself a better future.
Bro, that's just it.
Bro, what's crazy was that when I now started taking drinks, like even now.
Like you're damaging yourself, man.
Bro, no, I would literally feel the disease. That's where the word disease comes from. Disease, yes. Literally, I was like, I'm very uncomfortable. Like it might taste good, but I'm very uncomfortable. Sometimes when I take drinks, even these days, like the one or two times I take drinks, sometimes it's like, you know how the drinks actually taste good. But I realized that you can and this might help somebody. This might be a little unrelated to what it is we're talking about. But let me just verify and started for like 2 minutes.
Fine.
There is such a way you can transform your mind. Renew your mind in such a way that things that you used to enjoy, you actually genuinely hate them. Let me give you this example. Breakups. This human being, you associated the best thoughts, heaven and earth, about this person, right? It was your morning, your noon, your night, your sunshine, your moon, your everything, all the sweetness in the world. All the sweetness in the world was this person. All of a sudden, you guys have a bit of a falling out. Maybe the relationship didn't end good. And now, just if you mention that babe's name or that guy's name, will fight. Same person. But your mind has attached different emotions, different experiences to it, right?
Yes, it's possible.
It's the same person. So I know that it is possible. And then I just use that as an extreme or a very common example, a relatable example, because people might say, people might be thinking, my God, how will I give up drinks or something else that you find interesting? You need to look at it for what it can be.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Liver damage.
Bro.
Damage.
Do you understand? See, bro, do you know how I broke the strongholds of soda in my life?
Bro.
Do you know how I broke this? It's not by this thing, no. I went to watch a YouTube video. I went to watch a YouTube video of the number of cubes of sugar
in those
drinks.
Oh my God.
I beg you, go and watch it. I beg you. All the one that Aproko Doctor is saying on Twitter, it's not enough. You will not hear.
It doesn't hit.
Go and watch it. Now imagine yourself eating those cubes of sugar. See, it will die a natural death. I don't want to know how much you are. It will die a natural death. When you have a paradigm shift about something, you don't battle it again. You won't battle it again. When you have a genuine paradigm shift, you won't battle it again.
Yeah.
So yes, I've gone off on my tangents. So yeah, really nice point about what you said, developing thick skin. And fact of the matter is, regardless of whether the hate or unbelief or doubt comes from your parents, it will come from somebody.
It will come from somebody. Exactly.
It will come from somebody.
Exactly.
So either ways, you have to develop it.
Yes.
It sucks that it's coming from a place that is supposed to provide safety and support and love, unconditional love for you. Fair. It sucks that it comes from there, but you need to be able to have the thick skin regardless.
Yeah.
People will doubt until they see. They will doubt until they see.
Throughout what happened in school.
Bro, see, there are very few people that have the capacity for vision and belief.
Yes.
When you find those people, those are your tribe, those are your kindred, hold them.
Hold them, man.
We said this before.
Guys.
If you find those people, hold them. Someone that believes in you, die. No, hold that person.
Like somebody believes in more than you believe in
yourself. More than you believe in yourself. No, hold that person. That person is your kindred. So you will have to develop the thick skin. So if you want more practical things to do around the house, like Amara said, whatever, and again, these things are new ones. There are some people, I love how you said, there are some people, your relationship is not great in the first place. I think you should try your best to move out as soon as possible.
Wisdom, bro.
See, like your relationship with your parents is not in the best place possible. As
moving out might be nasty, might be a nasty experience.
You will pull it off. You might not find. Living with people is different. Let me clear you.
Yeah.
I love what Amara said. You need to be prepared for a full year or two of unpleasantness.
Yeah.
However long it takes for your thing to see results.
Yes.
You need to be prepared for a full year or two of unpleasantness.
Yeah.
You might be fine with an uncle and aunt or a friend from afar. You sleep over 2-3 days. When you live with that person 3-4 months, it's a different dynamic. It is a different dynamic. It is a different dynamic. It takes only the absolutely most mature, most understanding people to make a living relationship work.
And they're not plenty.
And they are not plenty. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because this is not a 2-3 day stay. It's not a slumber party. It's not a stay over. It's not we went out together. I'll just take an Uber in the morning to go back to my place.
Yeah.
You're living with this person.
Yeah.
You are cooking, your habits, your idiosyncrasies, your quirks, the things you don't even know that you do start to show. Unconsciously.
Yeah.
And the person has to see it and put up with it.
Bro.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you need to settle in your mind that there's going to be a year or 18 months or whatever of unpleasantness.
Yes.
Anything you see, collect.
That's it.
You need to humble yourself. We've been saying this thing, leave the God complex alone.
Leave the God complex, yeah.
You need to humble. We said it in the last episode, part 1. Guys, go listen to it. You need to humble yourself. It's going to be a year of unpleasantness. Anything you see, you will live in a self-con. You will live in student hostel. That's what your money can collect. But you save up a number of months to collect student hostel. 1 bed space in a private hostel. If that's what your money can do it, but do your very best. Yeah? If you know it has gone to a point where if you see this people irritating you, because there's some kind of energy that is just negative that takes out from your ability to be productive. Amara preaches this thing like gospel. Prime your environment for maximum productivity.
Yeah.
So if you know that your relationship with your parents is not in a great place, you don't need unbelief and doubt.
Bro, you don't need it, man.
See, I know it's too much of a blocker. It's too much of a blocker. If you can't move out, right? You have understanding friends, and I pray you do. We pray for good friendships around you, right? I pray you do. Spend 2-3 days out of the house. Just go out 2-3 days. That's what you're already used to with them. Interchange it every other week. Babe, if I want to come and work at your side, all right, sure. Go out for a show 2-3 days, sure. Just do it. If you have those people around, if you have the luxury of that, just do that.
You can have those conversations earlier with those people that almost.
Do you understand? This was happening. Do you understand?
If you mind, please say so. If you don't
exactly.
Mind, say so.
Like, see, at this point in time, you are, like Amara and I, you say, you are taking the road less traveled or even untraveled. Exactly. That's what you're doing.
Exactly.
So whatever your eyes see in this 1 year or 18 months it takes for you to show evidence, right?
Bro.
Whatever your eyes see, collect it with humility. Do you understand? 3, 4, 5 years from now, this is why I love how Amara stresses this. Play the long game.
Play the long game, guys.
Play the long game. That's what's going to make all of these things worth it. See, guys, your ego will suffer. It will sting you to be broken in this process. This is in a case because, like we say, everything is nuanced. This is a case where you are not on great terms with your parents. Yeah. If you possibly have the option to plan to move as quickly as possible, do it. If you have the option of staying over at friends after you've explained they had an understanding with them, do it. If nothing, there is a line from one of my then favorite rappers in a song. It says, "Throw dirt on me, it'll grow a wildflower."
I know the line.
You know the line?
Throw dirt on me,
it'll grow a wildflower. So, like, that might need to be you for a while.
Yeah.
If you have none of these options, but you should be actively working towards one of these things. And so one thing I know about that, the moment you start preparing for a thing, avenues and doors for you to achieve that thing start opening up. I promise you. It might not look, the obvious way to do that might not be there, but you just need to do it. I think I'm going to cover the other two scenarios of even if that, like you are good with them, but they don't believe or whatever, you kind of just have to have those conversations. And anything you see in the middle, there's one time to enter your mommy's body because one of our friends will say something about one of her children, and your mom will not be able to say the same. It will enter their body one day. There will be nothing you can do about it. You will just smile.
Almost.
Smile and wave,
boys. Smile and wave.
Do you understand?
Guys, you don't get it in Madagascar.
It's in Madagascar, like skipper. Like, go and watch Madagascar, man.
Anyway, in addition to this, though, I would say if it means, like, I don't, this again, because everything is nuanced. This might apply to some people and may not apply to others. But as much as possible, you don't want to be in their faces a lot. 100%. So if you can lock yourself up in a room for most of the time. Because what being in their faces does is it reminds
constantly reminds them that
this 1 year long gone.
Do you understand? and see, you need to carry us. I'd say at that point in time, you are building. You need to carry yourself like an. You can't afford to slack.
Yes, you can't afford to slack. You need to carry yourself.
It's
like
the worst time to slack,
bro.
Like let them enter your room and they see.
Yes.
Let them be shocked that you are doing everything you're supposed to do in the house, so your chores.
Bro, be the first to wake up.
Be the first to wake. Let them know that.
And guys, I'm not saying this from theory. You can come and
now, 100%.
You need to set the. It's respect.
There is a way. There's a respect.
Respect.
People know when you've done one thing 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months.
They will start singing your praises. Amara, you wake up all the time first. Nice. So
do you understand?
Amara, you've already arranged everywhere for us. Nice. So thank you.
See, like
find some ways to score good points with them.
Thank you. There are the cheap wins that you can get. Now let me bust your mind. See, at the end of that 1 year, 2 years, your parents might still not send you. Let me not lie,
my brother.
They might still not send.
But
for the singular reason that you understand.
Just because they are
for the singular, thank you, God bless you. For the singular reason that it's not what they want for you or for your life. I'm telling you.
Oh God.
Until you buy them car.
That's it.
Until you buy them car.
That's it.
And that's what they can't deny it. Until you buy them car. So, but yeah, it'll be a year or 18 months of unpleasantness. You just have to 10 toes down. That's your MO. We're bringing too many songs. Well, I mean, pop culture is beautiful.
anyway, let's address question 2.
Yeah,
that was. I think question 1 has been. I think
dealt with,
we should be able to take away 1 or 2 things from question 1. Question 2: how do I identify when the respect I have for a person is being used to bully me? So that person could be.
Say that again. Say the question again.
How do I identify when the respect I have for a person, maybe a parent, somebody in an elderly position, maybe a pastor, somebody. How do I identify when the respect I have for a person is being used to bully me?
So they are
when is it love? When is it bullying?
So they are leveraging the influence they have with you for selfish reasons on their own part.
That's what the question.
That's what the question sounds like.
Yeah.
In the first place, I think it's useful for you to have a correct idea of things that are acceptable and unacceptable in the relationship you have with that person.
Okay.
Once you have that, you can know that this is a little above the line. This is a little across the line. This is within bounds, right? I wish I could give an illustration to sort of help with this, but none comes to mind. Maybe before we finish in the next 5 minutes, something will. But how do you deal with it if you need to spend less time?
Yes, you might limit the time.
Do so. If you need to share less and less with them, do so. Do you understand? See, the goal is protecting the system that will produce results. For you, that's what matters. The moment you see anything starting or looking to compromise that, like whether it's out of love or selfish interest, it doesn't matter. It is taken away from you. Just spend less time, say less to them. It's still all love. There is value that they have given you,
and maybe they are even still giving,
and are even still giving that you would have benefited from, right? But if you feel like this is being leveraged in some way, just say less, share less.
That makes sense.
Don't be in their faces as much. I don't think there are very extreme circumstances where the entire arrangement of that relationship will need to be broken off. It has to be incredibly extreme. It's not, like, it's ridiculous.
The question would have changed, sir, because in the question the person says, like, there's some sort of love bullying dynamic. So you can't categorically say there's love anymore if
exactly. You need to get to the point where you really should just share less, say less, don't see as much, right? And just keep working. What is important for you is protecting the sanctity of the system that produces results for you. The results that you are saying everybody should see and know that you are doing something meaningful with your life. What matters the most to you as a young person or as a person trying to build is protecting that. That's what matters. So we might not be able to give an illustration that will make this more colorful or more relatable, but very easy thing. Say less, see less, don't talk as much.
I think those are helpful starters.
Those are starters for it. Like, you need to probably reduce the amount of time you save, reduce the number of things that you share, learn to smile and wave. Because they will talk past what they're supposed to say. Learn to smile, and without developing a thick skin.
The question said there's a respect for the person.
Yes, there's a respect for the person. Without developing a thick skin, people need to be able to say things, and it's water off a duck's back.
Bro.
See, and you will need this, because in this life you will have haters, especially if you blow up online and you develop credibility online. If you develop clout. I remember when Amara's first haters spoke on it, we celebrated. Oh my God,
we celebrated
his first hit. I was like, bro, you quick come.
I didn't even clock it. I was telling that. I didn't even clock that. Guy, you're my first hater. Wow. I have to tell you that, guy, congrats,
we're happy you're here, man.
I'm happy you're here, man.
And I think we can wrap this up with something I heard TD Jakes say one time in an interview with Stephen Furtick. There is a difference between being mean and tough.
Bro.
Celebrities.
This is very, very,
when
very
you're online
important.
and there are interactions, and this, again, it's a form of disrespect or energy you don't like. So whether it's disrespect, whether it's bullying, whether it's them manipulating you, it's energy you don't like, right? The response to it is not to be mean back to them. You are putting yourself, you are making yourself like
you're bringing yourself down.
You are bringing your level to their level.
Bringing it down.
It's tasteless, it's bottom tier behavior. You don't need to do that.
Bro,
right?
Truer words haven't been spoken. Daniel is spewing, bro.
Bro, guys, tough skin is lol. Move on. There's a difference between toughness. You can take nonsense and it doesn't stain you.
How to deal with feedback and negative.
I was going to say that, how to deal with negative feedback. I like episode 6 or 7, one of the earlier ones that we did.
It's between 10 and 20, I think.
One of the earlier ones we did, when we recorded in Amara's place. So, there's a difference between being mean and tough. That toughness. Tough is they shake you can't shake.
nothing is happening.
They, like belts, you know how when you want to buy a belt from the guy, they will twist it, bite it to show you that what it is tough.
Yeah.
And it will maintain its integrity and shape. It will not deform.
Yes.
That is what toughness is.
Yes.
That is what you need to build.
Exactly.
Not necessarily for your parents or for anybody, but for wherever hate or disbelief or an oppositely opposing emotion would come from. You need to develop that top. Let them twist you, bite you, this thing, but like the belts that Yaba man sells, it doesn't phase you, it doesn't deform you.
Yeah.
You stay as who you are.
Bro, I think those are very solid points. Very solid points. Thank you for sharing, man.
I think this is a good place to call it as well.
Yeah, guys, just in addition to this, we started something on the last episode or 2 episodes ago. I think it was the last one. And we said we want to extend our appreciation to you guys.
100%.
And one way we think we can do that would be you just take out your time while you're listening to any of these episodes and take a screenshot of your favorite episodes or episodes that really left something in you.
Yeah.
And then post them on your Instagram stories because that's where we are most active.
Yeah.
And mention me at Amara_E Amara or Daniel
CN __
double underscore or the 0th. No, actually mention all 3 of us because if you mention just one of us, the other person won't be able to. She will share to their stories.
Yeah.
So please, guys, we want to just use this opportunity to thank you by making you visible to our audience and tell the world that this person is a fave.
You are an absolute fave. We're building a really strong community. Like, bro, I won't be surprised, man. We'll call for a 0 to X live this thing, and bro, it's startup founders, business people that are pulling up. It'll be like boxing ring. People really park Bentley, they park Rolls, park Mercedes. All right, guys, this will happen. This will definitely happen. It will definitely. Guys, keep going, keep showing up.
Yes.
Don't drop the ball.
Don't
bloody drop the ball. If you drop it, pick it up and keep going. Not too deep arm.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this has been fun. As always, we hope you found this useful. Thank you for making us a part of your day, and we will see you in the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.